Hi, I'm Brett, and today I'm giving you an update from the SEMA conference here in Las Vegas, USA. And I'm at the CUSCO stand, which is manned by the guys here from CUSCO USA. A lot of guys from around the world. Behind the camera is Phil Smith. He's from the CUSCO agents in the UK. And also we've got some of the guys from Japan. And what I wanted to show you today is just some of the hard parts, the really true good core stuff that CUSCO is well known for, which is available for, as we know it in Australia, the Subaru BRZ, the Toyota 86, but as it's known over here in the US, is the Scion FRS, obviously all using the FA20 2-litre non-turbo engine, but just here at SEMA there's so many different variations, but we won't go into too much detail on that. What I want to show you first is, this is the crown wheel and pinion that's available for the car. Obviously the pinion and the drive gear comes in a different ratio for the factory rear diff. But what's pretty cool that I've only just had a good opportunity to talk to Phil about is the close ratio first and second gear update, which is the input shaft with the modified driven gears. And if you've got a car that you want a bit more sporty performance, might be a track-based car, and you want to grab the opportunity of the better ratios of the factory gearbox, that is certainly something that I'm pretty interested in myself. But one of the things that a lot of people are asking about is improving the rear differential. As we know, this particular car comes with a Torsen style rear end, which when you push it hard and you put a bit of grunt through it, it tends to light up one wheel. It makes the factory stability control system work incredibly hard. And what we've got here is CUSCO is very well known for their limited slip diffs. I've had a CUSCO diff in my Group A rally car for many, many years. And as you can see on the display here, I'll get Phil to just zoom in, they've got the road type LSD, which is the plates, but you'll notice the springs in here and the track type plated diff on the back. And what I wanted to talk to you about is the difference in the way those diffs work on a road car versus a full-blown track car. If you've got a plated diff and it's the plates in the diff that provide that friction and the grip for when you put drive into the diff, it clamps those plates together and locks up the rear end so there's less chance of wheel spin independently of each other. But on a road car, sometimes you can get stiction in the plates and you get that horrible grabbing and clanking noise which is associated with a full-blown track or rally car. Now what CUSCO have come up with is their RS type kit, which has got springs in the middle of the diff hemisphere which put a small amount of load on those plates for road use. So when you're driving around, it's got a little bit of tension, but when you put your foot on the accelerator and put drive into the diff, the ramps on the diff lock up those plates and then performs more like the MZ track type diff. And of course this diff can be set up for either a 1 or 1.5 or a 2-way diff. Now a lot of people don't know the difference between these diff setups. A 1-way diff is where you only have the differential action working either on an accelerating throttle or a trailing throttle. In the opposite, it tends to be an open diff. So if you want a 1-way diff and you've got acceleration, it binds up the rear diff, gives you good limited slip differential action. As soon as you back off the accelerator, it reduces the clamping load on those plates and opens the diff up, so when you turn the car, the rear end of the car is looser and will give you more turn in the front end of the car. Now that might not be your driving style. With this particular diff you can change it. So on a trailing throttle when you're braking, you've also got the differential action, and that provides more stability in the back end of the car if you've got a really good track setup car with a lot of grip in the rear end and you don't want the car darting around. So enough about the mechanical hard parts. Let's have a look at some of the parts we've got over here. And CUSCO, well known again, fantastic strut braces front and rear. But what they're obviously really well known for is all the other hard parts, adjustable strut tops, their lower rear arms for the car as well, and the different components to replace the suspension. And the thing that you've got to remember is, as we can see here with this car here, I mean, CUSCO being a really good, well-known Japanese company, got a lot of R&D coming in through the back end. I'll talk a little bit closer because we've got a lot of background noise here, but they've also got their shock absorbers. And the thing about the CUSCO shocks is they have a similar range to a lot of other manufacturers, but CUSCO make all the shocks themselves. Obviously the entry-level shock has got an adjustable ride height for the spring, but this one here also gives you the ability to adjust the knuckle at the bottom of the shock absorber, so when you want to change the ride height you can still get the droop and the rebound set in the right place. Now obviously as you go up in specification, the more features you get, a little bit more of an expense, but these are all the things that you need to ask yourself about when you're improving your car. And of course a lot of the components that we spoke about here today are very typical of a lot of other parts that are available for a whole range of other cars. Subaru, Mitsubishi, obviously another well-known model out of the Japanese market. So there you have it. That's a really quick update for the parts that are available for your car, no matter where you are in the world. At the moment, I'm enjoying myself here at SEMA. I'm no longer an exhibitor. I've got the ability to go around and meet everybody and have a look at all these cool parts and a whole lot of other pictures. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Have a look at all the videos and pictures that I'm uploading to our Facebook page. And one day, hopefully, you get the opportunity to come and join us here at SEMA and see all the fantastic available parts from all over the world. But for today, I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.